YouTube. Long time no see. Nobody's here. Not surprising. There's somebody. How you doing, YouTube? Hey, BC17, how you doing? Hey, a few people are showing up here. How's it going, everybody? Haven't been on YouTube a little while. Thought I'd check in with everybody, say hi. Just getting ready for a drive downtown Phoenix. So I thought I would multitask and... Okay, I'm back. Lost my connection there for a second. So I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately. I started a TikTok channel. The president was talking about how TikTok's a bad thing and it's owned by China and all that stuff, and I figured since the president said that, and all kinds of people that hate the president that need to be red-pilled, need to be given some new information that they might not have heard or researched before, will be signing up on TikTok like madmen. So I thought to myself, well, that's probably where I need to go. Let's go to YouTube, go jump in the middle of the fire and put out some information to some people that might need it. And then I get over there, start an account, make a few videos, and I realized half of damn TikTok is MAGA country. It's been taken over by the Trump train, and there's all kinds of citizen investigators, citizen journalists, digital soldiers, whatever you want to call them, on TikTok. I've learned some new stuff from TikTok videos that I didn't know before. Like somebody pointed out to me the fact that if you look at Princess Diana's gravesite from an aerial view, it's a giant Q. Really similar to JFK's gravesite. If you look at JFK's gravesite from an aerial view, it's a big Q. Princess Di's the same thing. Oh, wow. Two people that went against the deep state. That's kind of coincidental. So, but anyway, so those of you that have been following me for quite a while, you know, I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. I've made over 500 videos documenting and reporting the all the bullshit that I've been through. And I was at like 7,500 followers here on YouTube. Make like 30 or 40 bucks a month with the channel monetized. And you know, it's more of an effort than it's worth monetarily. As far as getting the information out and documenting what's going on, it's worth it. So that's, you know, it's good to have an outlet. Most of the YouTube channels that I've watched, that I get a lot of my information from, keep me up to date with what's really going on in the world, as opposed to the news lying to us constantly, they've all been deleted. Amazing Polly got deleted. Praying Medic, I like 100 channels, 20 or so that I had in my saved channels that I would listen to frequently while I'm working, and they're all gone. Everybody had to go to BitChute. Yeah, Charlie Ward got deleted. Everybody's gone to BitChute or just made their own standalone website and hosting their videos somewhere and then uploading them to their website. So I'm surprised I'm even here. So to all of you that are saying hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. I think it's been like 3 weeks since I've done a YouTube video. I used to do them almost every day, every other day, something like that. So I thought I'd come over here and say hi to everybody. Yeah, a lot of people are asking me how I'm doing. Well, I mean, I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm alive, so there's a bonus. Another rough month financially. Sales are down by like 50% this month. Everybody's out there and purchasing land. They're buying food, water, supplies. Everybody thinks the world's going to end when there's actually a lot of really positive things happening. So the more positive that's happening, the more fear is pushed on the news. You know, pretty much any mainstream media outlet, just fear, fear, fear. So a lot of times when you hear that kind of stuff on the news, there's actually good stuff going on in the behind the scenes kind of stuff. President Trump enacted something called Act 57, which apparently John F. Kennedy wrote in 1957. And it was a couple days ago, was the 57th anniversary of John F. Kennedy's assassination. So Trump put into Act 57. And that basically, long story short, I haven't done a ton of research on it, but that takes away power from the CIA. John F. Kennedy wanted to completely decimate the CIA, and that's what that act is doing. It's taking away power from the CIA, which a lot of these targeted individual programs, MK Ultra programs, mind control type programs, are pretty much links back to the CIA, it seems like. So that seems to be good news. Somebody just said, I'm driving, so I can't read the comments that well, usernames, but somebody just said, time to boost your store again. Yeah, I can use all the help I can get. Hats around the world, eBay. I swear it seems like they shadow banned me on eBay, just like you get shadow banned on YouTube or Twitter, Facebook. You know, if you're not in the club, you don't have the same access to the same amount of customers. Your listings probably show up at the bottom of the list. You know, you get put on some kind of list, like a list like AOC was talking about. Let's put all these Trump supporters on a list and make sure they pay for supporting freedom. So a lot of us here already know, yeah, there's been lists for a long time, people. This isn't something new. So yeah, sales are like half. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I've been trying to advertise the best I can. But there has been good news going on. It's been a lot of hurry up and wait, trying to keep occupied, do something positive while all this shutdown shit is going on. I started, yeah, that's what I called this live stream, is new TikTok channel update. So yeah, I started this TikTok channel, and you only have 60 seconds to make a video, which, if you're talking about the stuff that I talk about, there's no short way to talk about it. So I've had to get pretty creative making some 60-second videos. But apparently I did all right, because in 3 weeks, I've got over 2 million views and 65,000 followers. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, you can't make any money on TikTok. Well, you can. I've made like $10. Apparently, when you do live streams, people send kind of like the super chats here on YouTube. People will send coins and presents and stuff like that. I didn't even know what it was. I thought they were just like, hey, thumbs up. And And then somebody mentioned, I was like, hey, thanks for all that. I don't know what that is, but thanks for all the positive comments and presents and blah, blah, blah. And somebody said, that's people sending you money. I was like, oh, awesome. So I got a little bit excited. I was like, oh man, maybe I've got a couple $100 in here. I'll be able to go buy groceries, pay a bill. And then I checked out my balance and I have like $9.98. So hey, that's all right. I'm accomplishing the task that I set out to accomplish, and that's get information out to people and shine light on the targeted individual programs and do whatever I can to end this type of Stasi nonsense. So many people, comments says so many people are running out of cash. Yeah, people are hurting. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. I can see it in the sales on the eBay store. I'm sure that has something to do with it. People just don't have any money. 40 million people on unemployment. They're doing everything they can to shut down society. Curfews, shutting down businesses, fining people in restaurants. All kinds of different businesses, just fining everybody. It's attack against middle America, basically. They want corporations and they want people on welfare that they can control. And that's it. Middle class, they want gone. Which, if we lose that, we lose the United States of America. We're the last place on the planet, basically. Still, well, yeah, a lot of people still have freedom. Many of us don't, because we're the beta test to take away the freedom from the other people. We've been vigorously trying to tell those people about it so they'll pay attention, but now it's all being taken away, and then a lot of people are starting to pay attention now. So the only way to fix this is mass arrests, military tribunal. I've said it over and over and over. Draining the swamp, taking all the bad people out of the CIA, the FBI, DHS, get rid of the FISA court. A lot of stuff needs to completely change. Systems that were built up over time to literally enslave us. So I'm just staying calm, watching this all go down, hoping for the best, trying to still put out some content. I mean, I was pretty surprised when I got on that TikTok channel and I think I've made around 30 videos maybe. So 30 minutes of content, over 2 million views. One video I did, all I did was show General Flynn's page. Said, this is General Flynn. You guys probably know who he is. He got set up by the FBI. The bad guys in the FBI, we call them the deep state. I said pretty much those same people went after me. They put me through hell. Then I showed Caravan to Midnight. Showed their Twitter page. It said, here's something General Flynn and I have in common. We've both been the featured guest on this talk show. And if you'd like to hear those interviews, go to caravantomidnight.com and check it out. And that video currently is getting close to 500,000 views. It's like 485 or something like that. Which I've never had. I have just over 1 million views total on my YouTube channel over 3 years, and 500 videos and all these live streams I've done with you guys. My channel on TikTok is called You're Not Going to Believe This. YOURNOTGOINGTOBELIEVETHIS. For those of you that, yeah, no apostrophe or anything. You're not going to believe this. I don't want to start off with my name because, I don't know, I don't know why. I just thought I'd change it to something different. But a lot of the stuff I talk about, a lot of people that haven't done a ton of research don't understand that not all conspiracies are just theories. They probably won't believe a lot of it. But are very positive to, like, the amount of trolls that I get there. 5% of the people trolls, if that. I mean, there's some real assholes on there, but they're everywhere. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. Most of the people are pretty awesome. Made a few new people, like friends, that I chat with on when they're doing a live stream and stuff like that. I've got a favorite TikTok channel. Puts out some really good information. There are people that are doing live streams, doing up to the minute, up to date reporting on election fraud, investigations, stuff like that. People that are attorneys. There's some doctors on there. Yeah, it's just a pretty good platform, big platform. But yeah, go check me out over on TikTok. You're not going to believe this. So yeah, that was good news about the act that President Trump enacted, Act 57, which takes away power from the CIA. I don't know, just a guess, but I'm thinking that a lot of us that are targeted might see a downtick in organized stalking and harassment. I'm sure it's not going to completely stop, like just shutting a nozzle off, because there's a lot of them out there. But if they stop the funding and they stop the people in charge of the programs, then I mean that'd be a big bonus. I am not seeing a lot. I see your guys' comments coming up, but I'm not seeing a lot of the. I can't read them. I'm on Interstate 10 right now. It's a little bit bumpy. So Sidney Powell unleashing the Kraken. Have you guys heard that term yet? Or heard her say that? She's going to unleash the Kraken. So I didn't even know what that meant at first. I thought, oh, she's going to unleash the Kraken. So, like, does that mean General Flynn is free and he's going to help clean house? And then I looked into it a little bit more, and it turns out the Kraken is a software system that they're using for, like, this giant sting operation for voter fraud. I think more than that. Lynn Wood, LENWOOD, at Lynn Wood on Twitter, has been posting some stuff about it, tweeting some stuff about it. So that's something you guys might want to check out if you haven't already. As far as the election goes, looks like they're digging into Georgia tomorrow. Sidney Powell is going to serve paperwork on Georgia tomorrow, courts. I think this whole thing's going to end up in the Supreme Court. They're going to fight it out all the way to the end. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious. 80% of the votes. If you listen to mainstream Mockingbird narrative media, then judging by the size of the Trump rallies and all the support that you see out and about, I'll tell you one thing. Hold on, I'm looking for my street here. So yeah, anyway, I've been making some progress as far as social media followers, helping people understand the Stasi programs that some of us live under. Tomorrow is JFK Jr.'s birthday. Be kind of awesome if they did something great for his birthday. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Did I just get off on the 202? How the hell did that happen? Took a wrong turn, y'all. Washington Street, Jefferson. I took a wrong turn. How the hell did I do that? Oh, I've been out of it all day. Been getting a lot of sleep deprivation. I can sleep 10, 12 hours. Don't feel like I've slept at all. One way. Okay. Don't go that way. Try to check a couple of you guys' comments while I'm here at the stoplight. Sailing Awakened. Hey, how you doing, man? And you are correct. Andrea went home to Tennessee. Rolling solo here now. Coming to visit the new place unknowingly. Just reading some comments here. Thank you, Michael, for all of your invaluable work. Much appreciated. You're welcome. Doing the best I can. Doing it for me, doing it for you. Was that like that thing I did when I swore an oath to the Constitution, you know, to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and we seem to have a metric shit ton of domestic terrorists right now, so I'm just trying to do my part, stick to that oath. Wish there was a lot more people that were doing that, certain individuals in uniform. Saw a video where this guy took his mask off while he was in Costco. The manager called the police on him. And the cops showed up and arrested the dad. Actually, the kid said, okay, fine, I'll leave. He handed his credit card to his dad. And the manager, of course, did the kind of thing they do. And he called the police and said, yeah, the kid just handed his dad a knife. And then 2 cops showed up and arrested the dad for not wearing a mask. Only they weren't wearing a mask either. thought that was a little bit messed up. What other news is there that I could talk about on the fly here? Mark Esper was removed. The head of the Department of Defense, Secretary, what was his position? He was the head of the DOD, basically. Look at that. I ended up right where I needed to be. Sometimes wrong turns take you in the right direction. Alright, cool. I'm trying to look at your guys' comments here and drive at the same time, but the 10's a little bit sketchy right now. There's a lot of traffic hauling ass. Driving in Phoenix is kind of like being in the Indianapolis 500. Basically, whatever the speed limit says, people are like, okay, so 20 over, we're good. Maybe I'll take you guys into the, let's see, did I say where I was going today? Yeah, I got called in for a urinalysis. That's when I seem to do my live streams recently. Oh, and we've got PD whooping something over here. What else is happening? Tried to help Stephen Shellen out a little bit. Tried to help him advertise his movie, The Spark, on TikTok. Put his trailer on there and made a little thing trying to explain what the movie is. It's about targeted individuals, and go check it out. Here's the thing I think what Trump did with TikTok. I don't think Trump is as, I mean, it's about the same as any other social media platform, but I don't think it's as bad as he was saying. I think he was using reverse psychology to get everybody to go over to TikTok because there's such a huge user base. There's like 500 million people on TikTok, and half of the stuff I see is pro-Trump, pro-truth, investigative journalist kind of stuff. And there's the younger crowd are doing their own investigations. There's, you know, like teenagers, early 20s, that are doing these videos on like MK Ultra and deep state corruption and the Rothschilds and all kinds of different stuff like that. Speaking of the Rothschilds, that happened. If you guys haven't heard me talk about it, that's who just happens to own this testing facility that I go to, Rothschild Holding Company. I'm sure that's on the up and up. I mean, they already tried to give me a false positive once, and I proved them wrong, and proved that they were trying to lie to me because they wouldn't give me any paperwork showing the false positive. They were just gaslighting me, lying to me.
Yeah, it shows you tested positive for alcohol. I go, okay, well, give me the printout. Show me on the screen. I go, oh, we can't give you the printout. Down, you got to ask your probation officer. It's like, huh. Okay, ask the probation officer. Probation officer says, well, you got to ask the testing facility. I mean, they're the ones that did the test. That makes sense, right? I go, well, yeah, it made perfect sense. They told me to call you. So I go back to the testing facility and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't give them out here. You have to call the lab. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that kind of would have been good, you know, advice to give me the last time I asked you guys instead of having me driving all over town. And turned out there was no positive. It was just a bunch of gaslighting. So anyway, all right, so I'm curious to see if I'm gonna get the run around tonight. When I called in earlier, it said there were a couple of locations closing as of November 30th, which it's only the 24th right now. But they said the central location's closing. This one's on 12th. I'm just curious to see if they're going to be open. We'll see. You guys have any new news? Any positive information to report? Anything good going on in your life? Things looking up? Things looking down? Somebody on here said they got arrested. I saw in one of the comments for resisting. Is that like when they're bending your arm behind your back and you're like, ow, that hurts? You go, stop resisting. You're like, well, you're gonna break my arm if you keep going. Stop resisting. Trying to focus on what I'm doing here, people. Thanks for being patient with me. All right, let's see what kind of weird stuff we're gonna have going on here. Here's a little live action role player right here. Oh, and here they come, rolling up at the exact same time I get here. You guys see it, right? The timing. And then they walk right in front, and they stop right in front of where you're gonna park. Just to act like they, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. The timing's impeccable. Okay, why don't you guys go in here with me? We'll go covert. You guys want to do covert ops? Yeah, fuck these people. They'll be gone sooner or later. Let's see. Here they come. Just walking over to the trash can and have a smoke. Alright, this guy's gonna ask me some personal information. Do I want to put that out on a live stream? I don't know. Maybe not. What's up, buddy? Good. Got my card here, I'll give it to you. Well, that's what I meant. I don't do that.
What do you mean?
Huh? There's no need to take my temperature.
False requirement now.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew, man, welcome to Stasi, East German Communist Stasi America. You know about the Stasi, right? No, really?
What's your first and last name?
Michael Barden, B-A-R-D-E-N.
Okay. And there's some equipment you can bring a mask?
No. No, I don't wear one.
Oh, why not?
I don't need to answer that. ADA. I'll give you the number and the hotline if you want to call them.
What's your date of birth?
March 2nd, 75.
Year for probation?
Yep.
Okay.
You know it's illegal for you to ask that, right? Why I'm not wearing a mask?
I'm not asking why, I just said if you can bring one in next time.
Yeah, no, you did. I have it on. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You asked me why I don't do
Sorry
it.
about that. It's gonna be $10.
I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just standing up for my rights. The more you let people trample on your rights, the more they take away. That's what we got going on right now in the United States.
Sorry about that, sir. I didn't offend you.
You didn't offend me, man. I'm just trying to. I'm actually telling you this stuff for you too, because I care about you and everybody else.
I appreciate it.
I'm not offended at all.
You ready to test?
Yeah, I'll try.
Your 2 receipts in your card back?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
We can give you a minute if you want.
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm not trying to give you a hard time or cause any kind of
I understand.
anything like that. I'm just.
I'll call you later.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long, tough road. I haven't worn a mask since this thing started because I know it's being used for social engineering.
Okay.
I do talk shows with. I don't know. I might even have talked to you before. You kind of look. You don't look familiar.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
Okay.
This is my second week here.
Okay. They didn't warn you guys about me. No, I talked to everybody here about all kinds of important stuff that affects all of our freedoms, and I'm served just about 15 years in the military, and
Thank you for your service.
crazy stuff, and I'm doing my best to try to keep everybody informed as best I can. I'm sure you're sick of it.
I had coronavirus in February and so it hurt.
You have the flu. It's a different strain of the flu.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's used for social engineering. The regular flu has gone down by 95% this year. So imagine that coincidence.
Yeah, it was,
You know what I mean?
yeah, whatever it was hurting really bad. It was something the worst thing I've ever been through.
Lung infection?
No, I don't have any. It's I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk. My whole life hurt.
All right. Interesting. You're the first person I met in person that's actually said they've had the coronavirus.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, me and my mom had it.
How do you think you got it?
I don't even know to be honest with you. Just me and my girlfriend go out to eat. I go to work and that's about it. I really don't understand how I got it. Oh, occupied.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yeah, you'll probably find out later on down the road, after all this stuff is over, that you had something other than the coronavirus.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I mean, I might be proven wrong later, but that's just my,
whatever it was, it really hurt. It was insane.
where did they diagnose you?
Well, I couldn't taste or smell. That was one of the big things about coronavirus.
Oh, so you didn't get an actual
It was before coronavirus started. I was
So
really sick.
you're just assuming that you got the coronavirus and you had symptoms that they said. Okay, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I couldn't taste or smell myself.
There's all kinds of different things that can do that to you.
I don't even know what to believe anymore now. I swear this has to work.
I've given those guys out there my card several times on my website. I do interviews with former CIA, FBI, NSA, whistleblowers, people that work for Harvard, created technology that can do
Are you
that
around me right now?
stuff for you.
Can you have the front of me if he's
Yeah, no problem. I started putting a link to my TikTok channel. I just started TikTok channel about 2 weeks ago. Got 55,000 followers and about 2 million views. What's that? Just that with my website. I got links to all of my social media, my YouTube channel, my Twitter account, and then a lot of interviews that I've done with people that were able to work directly for the Clintons, CIA, FBI, people like that. We're doing our best to get the truth out to everybody, to get the two sides that are fighting against each other to realize they're all on the same team, rise up and work together. Awesome. Thank you.
Am I still live? Did you guys hear all that? You guys just got to take part in a urinalysis, at least the audio. You might have heard me peeing. Yeah, I'm not shy. In the military, we used to have to do that in front of somebody literally standing, staring at your junk. We could hear pee. That's funny. Well, you hear pee every day, just your own. So yeah, I haven't worn a mask since this entire thing started. I don't believe that the corona. Love my connection there. But yeah, you notice how when I went in, the guy asked me some different information, and he looks at me and says, "Why are you not wearing your mask?" I said, "Oh, I don't do that." And he said, "Well, why?" And I said, I just don't wear one." And then I told him it's illegal for him to ask me that. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you." And I said, "I'm not offended. I'm used to this. It's been going on for months and months now." I just told him it violates my rights to tell me to wear a mask. You know, as much as people try to force you into doing something that's arbitrary, you have to do it back. And it's not arbitrary. I mean, you're just standing up for your rights. The more they take away, they'll never stop. They will never stop. Sailing Awakened says, "Stop watching Fox." Yeah, stop watching Fox, everybody. Everybody. Oh, Tucker Carlson. He's starting to flip. I think Laura Ingraham is going to also. Basically, anybody that works for the mainstream media is a sleeper.
So I was asking that guy. He said he told me he had got coronavirus, and I was like, oh well, you're the first person that I've met in person that told me they had coronavirus. I've had a couple people tell me, oh yeah, my grandpa got it, or this and that, and they're usually like some pretty larpy type individuals that'll tell me that. And so this guy was the first guy that said he had got coronavirus, and I was like, my first thought is bullshit. And so I was like, huh, that's a trip, man. What were your symptoms? You might have heard me asking him. I don't know. I had my phone in my back pocket, but I was asking him. And I said, so where did you get diagnosed with COVID? And he was like, oh, check out this guy. COVID racer. Anyway, I said, where'd you get diagnosed? Who gave you your diagnosis? And he looked at me like, oh shit, I'm caught. He caught me. He wasn't quick enough to think of something to lie. And he was like, well, I didn't technically get a diagnosis. I just, I lost my sense of taste, and I lost my sense of smell, and those are the symptoms of coronavirus. And I'm like, oh man, there's so many different ways that can occur. And I mean, yeah, so you didn't actually get diagnosed. You just had some symptoms that you heard on like Fox News or CNN or something, and you're like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell people I got the Rona. I got the Rona. Patients coming in, got the Rona. And it turns out nobody had diagnosed him. He was self-diagnosing. Lack of information. So anyway, he wasn't a terrible person, I don't think. He seemed like a pretty nice kid, maybe because I had my camera on. Who knows? But he apologized for offending me by asking me why I didn't want to wear the mask, and then talked to me and listened to me a little bit while I was peeing. My pants down around my knees and flipping around into 360. You guys didn't get to see about that. Probably end up anyway, I was telling him, about all this stuff that I do. I always tell people, hey, I do these interviews with this person and that person, and try to get the truth out and bring people together and blah blah blah. I said, I'll give you a card if you want to check it out. He's like, well, do you have a card with you? Some people just are like, no, I'm good. I don't want free. I was like, well, oh, I'll take a card. I said, I don't have one. I'll write it down for you. And he made cheap, right? Got up to the front, grabbed a pen and paper, and was like, here you go. So, hey man, if you see this live stream, if you get on my website and you check out this video, you're probably in it. How you doing? Thanks for not being a complete asshole. I understand you're told to do certain things at your job, to tell people to wear masks and all that, but I hope that I help inform you a little bit and lead you on the path to getting red-pilled. I should buy a microphone and interview people on the streets since you did reporting. I should do that. I've thought about that so many times. That's actually a really good suggestion, and thank you for reminding me to do that. I think I've had enough practice over the last few years of speaking in front of a camera. I mean, I had practice before when I was in the military, but I've got much more practice now speaking in front of the camera, thinking quickly in confrontational conversations, and I have researched and repeated the information that I know so much that it just comes off the tip of my tongue. And I think I would do a damn good job, if I don't say so myself, interviewing some people on the street. And that's a very good idea. I just need to make sure that while I'm out and about, that they don't create some reason to arrest me, like, you're on the street without a mask, you're going to jail. And then I made it through a 1.5 year probation, and they arrest me for some arbitrary made up bullshit, and then I go live in like a 6x6 cell for like 15 years. Well, like murderers and pedophiles are going to prison for like 3 or 4 years. They'd probably keep me in there the whole 15. Like, this guy's a pain in the ass. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's see. I'll tell you what I'll do. Before I get on the freeway, I'm gonna pull over into this parking lot. I'm gonna read some of your guys' comments, and then I'm gonna do my best to remember what you asked me or what you commented, and then I'll try to talk about that on the way home, because I appreciate you guys being here. I miss you guys. My YouTube family, it's kept me company over the last 3 years. There's 54 of you here right now that got to hear me pee. Oh man. Hey, if you can't keep a sense of humor while you're going through this nonsense, you know, makes it that much tougher to go through. Virginia Auto Service. Oh, there's some synchronicity. Oh, I'm on Virginia Avenue right now. All right, my eyesight is getting worse. I used to have above 20/20, probably all the way up until last year. These guys are probably giving me a brain tumor or something. How do I make these comments bigger? Yes, you gotta laugh at the foolery and the, yep, gotta laugh. Make jokes, even when people are trying to gaslight you and mess with your head, just think of something funny to say. I've made some gang stalkers laugh before, and I caught them off guard, and they laughed, and they were like, oh geez, wait, I'm supposed to be freaking this guy out. I'm not supposed to be laughing at his jokes. Derek, what's up, buddy? Is that really you? Hey man, love you. My son's here. Miss you, dude. Tried to call you a couple days ago. I bet it's colder than a witch's titty in Alaska in Minnesota right now. How's that go? Colder than a witch's titty in the snow? Something like that? Anyway, it's probably pretty cold in old Minnesota. In Ilhan Omar land. Huh, anyone notice how much faster time is going? Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, I thought it was just because as you get older, your perception of time changes, and these days have been going by quick. Okay, you called me after live stream. Awesome. Masonic pedos running government. Yeah, a bunch of those people are being removed right now. Sailing wake and a bouncing. Give me a ring when you do the same. Okay, I'm out, folks. Everybody have a great evening. Hey, thanks for showing up, Sailing. Wear spyglasses. I had some of those. They look ridiculous, and they're really tough to use and get the little tiny SD card out and all that stuff. Let's see. Be independent for the news stations, get paid there. There's a movie about it. I would be an independent for news stations, but again, if you're on like some kind of list and you are anti-mainstream media, it's going to be a bitch getting a job doing that. But yeah, I'd love to be a field reporter. Go into all the interesting stuff that's going on. I know that the guys go out and they get independent footage and sell it to the news stations, stuff like that. So get yourself a police scanner. Go do some ambulance chasing. Do I think the workers know you were recording? I don't know. Now, I think I almost gave myself away. Because he was like, I didn't ask you why you're wearing a mask, and I almost said, yeah, I got it on film. You want to see it? And then I was like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Let's just keep recording. But no, a lot of people, stuff passes right in front of their face if they aren't as vigilant as some of us that have been through this type of thing. You don't look for little details like that, and assume that somebody's recording you in a drug testing facility. But hey, that's real journalism, right? I love Project Veritas, man. They go everywhere with hidden cameras. Project Veritas is awesome. And some of those corrupt ass people like to brag about the stuff they're pulling off, like stealing votes. And Diane says, guy uninformed, uneducated. Yeah, indoctrinated. Maybe educated, but with the wrong information. And yeah, so uninformed. Well, no, that's informed with the wrong information. Sailing says, proud to say he has never put a mask on ever. Yeah, me either. Not one time for anyone, for any reason. Not gonna happen. Like, if I need to scrub into surgery and help, like, as a surgical tech in somebody's operation or something like that, yeah, that makes sense. When I was environmental services aide, when I worked at Kaiser Hospital, I wore a mask when I went into the OR. I scrubbed into surgery several times with people, watched hip replacements, ectopic pregnancies, all kinds of different stuff, cleaned out biohazard containers, all of that. I wore a mask when I worked for the fire department. In fires, I wore an SCBA mask. We could breathe on oxygen. And okay, got through some of the comments. People just kind of having conversations. Give me some compliments. Thank you for the compliments. Appreciate that. It's not why I'm here, but hey, you know, it's kind of like a bonus. Some of the reasons I'm here are just to kind of connect with some of y'all. I know a lot of people are isolated, not just targeted individuals anymore, but a lot of people in general are just completely isolated, and they're just looking for somebody to talk to and have some conversation with. So that's one of the reasons I'm here. Another reason I'm here is to get information out to people that haven't listened to my YouTube channel before. There's a lot of new, I think I've got like 1,000 new followers on YouTube since I started that TikTok channel, because I put a link to the TikTok channel, a link to the YouTube channel on TikTok and onto my website. So I've got more traffic on my website, on the YouTube channel. People are curious and they're interested in this stuff. So that's one of the reasons I'm here. One of the reasons I live stream is just kind of for safety. It seems like the camera is a magic wand for organized stalking and harassment. Turn this thing on and they either completely go away or they get very subtle. They don't want to be caught on camera. It's like a little digital shield. I'm sure some of you that have experienced this and tried to record and document, it's damn near impossible. As soon as you get the camera out, they're like, all right, well, we're done with that for now. You're like, why don't you people do the same damn thing while I'm recording? This is ridiculous. So you take your car into the shop, it's making some noise for like a month. You finally take it into the shop and then it quits making the noise. You're like, I swear it was making this noise. So, okay, getting on 10. Okay, I need to either learn to enlarge these comments so I can read them, or I need to buy myself some glasses. Some ones that actually work. I have some that broke. Then I found another pair in a storage unit, some Oakleys. Oh, you know what? I already have those. I can just get new lenses put in those. Maybe that's what I'll do. Do a little bit of internet panhandling. If I can pay the bills this month, if I can pay the rent. I don't want to be a homeless guy with good vision. I'd rather be a guy with a roof over my head that can't see anything. Okay, so I don't know. There's probably some people that just showed up. I've lost a few people because I'm not talking about much. I'm just kind of rambling on about nothing. For anybody that is here watching this from a new subscriber from TikTok, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for following me on TikTok. Oh, one thing about TikTok is you can live stream, and you can live stream as long as you want. So you do your 60-second videos, you get all these followers, people are interested in your content, and then if they want to spend a little quality time with you, you can live stream. I think I've live streamed like the last 3 days in a row, and I've had a total, since I started my live streams, I've had like a total of 15,000 people visit my live streams, and up to like 170 people concurrently. Is that the right word? 170 people all at the same time, steadily on the live stream, asking questions, and saying, I've never heard about anything like this. How do I learn more? Go to my website, read Dr. Robert Duncan's book, read John Hall's book, you know, stuff like that. So that's been pretty cool. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's a little bit addictive, and you do have to go through some nonsense. I mean, there's chicks in bikinis dancing. I'm not against that. It's not very productive. There's people, you know, just putting videos of their dog doing tricks. I have one of those with Willis. Their trucks, they're just random goofy stuff, you know, not important, just kind of time waster stuff. And some of it's pretty entertaining. And you can get sucked into doing that for hours and hours. You'll be like, I'm going to check out what's on TikTok right now. Maybe a couple minutes, and then 4 hours later, you're like, I got to get some shit done. So that you have to watch out for. But as the algorithm works into the type of things that you're interested in by your likes and how long you view videos and stuff like that, it kind of takes you more towards what you're interested in. Like I said, there's some pretty damn good citizen investigators. There's some guy that's probably 20 years old, young guy. He does videos in his car, but he's got videos about the Rothschild, deep state, and all of it. He just started his TikTok channel like a couple weeks ago, I think, and he spent some time to research and learn the things that he's talking about. He just started his YouTube channel. He's got 0 content on his YouTube channel, and he's got like 50 subscribers or something like that. And I think I'm going to do an interview with him because he's such. I can tell he cares about what he's doing, and he's such a good little investigative journalist. You know, he's into it. So I want to help his YouTube channel and do an interview with him. Maybe that'll help him get going. There's another guy on TikTok. called, his channel is called Self Mastery Radio. And he's a really insightful guy. Used to be a rapper. Got out of that whole thing. Started doing content creation. He's on like Clapper, Instagram, several different platforms, stuff like that. But he's got, I think, over 100,000 followers on TikTok, and just really like his videos. My favorite channel on TikTok. Talk to him on his live streams and stuff. We're probably gonna do an interview pretty soon, unless one of the Stasi get to him first and message him and tell him that guy's at whatever, fill in the blank, and he, you know, doesn't understand how a slander campaign works, gets scared off. But last comment I saw said, has anyone looked into NSA Project Raven? I haven't looked into that at all. No. That's probably something good to research. So for all you researchers out there that are looking for something to dig into, look into NSA Project Raven. Raven, the kind of omnious bird, but the smartest bird out there. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I haven't heard about that. There's so many things. There are so many damn things to research and look into. So yeah, I can't believe that I'm promoting TikTok and I'm all excited about it, because before I had there was like a stigma about it. I was kind of one of those people going, oh god, TikTok, just, it's a bunch of teenagers on there doing nothing. It's owned by China. They're stealing your information, using it to spy on you. Well, apparently everybody's stealing your information and spying on you, selling your information. And I mean, if China can get on your YouTube channel and watch what you're talking about, and American companies are selling everything to China anyway, then, you know, fuck it. Why don't I start a TikTok channel? But the reason I did it is to just jump into the middle of all of the indoctrinated haters and just take the slings and arrows and try to rid people, as many people as I could. And I got there and I was like, huh, looks like I'm late to the party. I am not even close to the only one here doing this. There's a few different people that are targeted individuals. Actually, okay, so Beverly, my friend Beverly, that's a targeted individual. She's in Virginia, as a matter of fact. She started a YouTube channel a while ago. I've talked to her on the phone, but she started a TikTok channel, and she shared one of them, and there was one that she shared from a YouTube video that I did. She just took a 60-second screenshot, well, a few of my YouTube videos, and they had like 15, 20, 30,000 views, something like that on them, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. There's a reason I might need to try this out. And yeah, 3 weeks later, over 2 million views. So I need to figure out how to monetize that. I don't think you can monetize it and make money off of your views, but I'm going to look into that, because I'm sure 2 million views would be more than like $10, you know? And it'd be awesome to be able to pay the bills by providing information to people. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't remember if I talked about this last time I was on, or since I've been on, since I talked about the eBay executives that were arrested for gang stalking. 7, or it might be new information to some of you guys. 7 eBay executives. One of them was a former police captain. High up executives, head of global safety and security, head of global intelligence. Who knew eBay had an intelligence division? Anyway, 7 high-up eBay executives were arrested, charged and arrested for organized stalking and harassment of a Natick, Massachusetts couple. They flew from California and from New York to Massachusetts to stalk and harass these people. Sorry if you're hearing all this information for like the 20th time. But they sent this couple a bloody pig mask, a funeral wreath, a box of live cockroaches, a book on how to survive the death of a loved one. They literally, like I said, they literally flew to Natick, Massachusetts. They rented cars, broke into these people's house to put a GPS tracker on their car, followed them around in town. They purchased porn and sent it to their next door neighbors in their name. They got on swinger websites and used the people's address and said, hey, we're up for anything, no rules here, show up any time of the night. And so they had all kinds of people in like trench coats ready for the gangbang, pounding on their door at 3 o'clock in the morning. They did, you know, a lot of the typical organized stalking and harassment shit. And they all got arrested, and they've all pled guilty now. Arrested by the Department of Justice. They all pled guilty. The first report was the first 5 pled guilty, and then I saw another report saying that the last 2 pled guilty. So all of them are going to be doing time for gang stalking. So if anybody tries to tell you that gang stalking is a delusion, and why would anybody do that? Why are you so important? Direct them to the Department of Justice report about the eBay executives being arrested and convicted for a lot of the same things that you tried to explain to people that try to call you a crazy person for trying to explain that to them. There's another thing I've already talked about, but in Goodyear, Arizona here, police chief and several of the officers that worked for the Goodyear Police Department had to resign, were fired or demoted because they were using fake license plates in community policing, which a lot of you have experienced the fake license plates where they surveil your information and you're talking about, you know, whatever you're talking about, and then some car happens to pull right in front of you, slam on the brakes with the person's name that you were just talking about or talking to on the phone over and over and over. So yeah, that happened. You can look that up. I just thought it was really interesting that that happened one town away from where I live, where I go to all the time. What's up, buddy? This guy looks totally bummed out. Can't tell if he's actually homeless or one of the live action role players. That's one of the things that they messed up, is there's actual people that need help that are homeless, that are that want to eat, and then they've got a bunch of these bad actor live action role players out pretending to be homeless people, where they're actually getting a salary and they're getting gift cards and they're going to hop in their like 2015 SUV, go to their nice apartment. So I mean, they've ruined that. I used to pick up homeless people and give them work. Yeah, I did. I literally, okay, so we used to own a pumpkin patch and a Christmas tree lot. I'd truck in 40,000 pounds of pumpkins from Manteca, California to Clovis, unload all the pumpkins, put out the straw bales, and we had a pumpkin patch. Put up all the lights, did it for like 20 years. When pumpkins were over, we cleaned up the whole patch. We laid out the straw all across the field, and we trucked in a load of Christmas trees, and then we did that. And to unload the trailers, I would go down to, it was called the Pavarello House. It was like the local mission. I'd just go down there and say, hey, who wants to work? Anybody want to work? You know, $100 for the day. I'll buy you guys lunch. Got a truckload of trees to unload, you know, stuff like that. And now the way they have all this stuff set up, it makes it tough to do that. Well, I can't afford to do anything like that anymore. But yeah, they kind of ruined that whole situation. Brian Glaze woke. Let's see, Brian Glaze. Nixium got 120 years, thank God. Yeah, Keith Rainier, Mr. 210 IQ, human trafficker that was branding their sex slaves. Good. Yeah, it's a trip how Nexium is connected to the Arizona Mafia, like Janet Napolitano, DHS, and Felipe Perret. No, what's his? Salinas, the former president of Mexico, and all the crazy trafficking that Jeffrey Peterson talked about. He was connected to all those people politically, and then they tried to get him into the into their little sex cult trafficking bullshit, and he was like, nah, no, I'm not down with that. And then they targeted him, and he ended up having to move out of the country. And he was already a billionaire. He created the app Vio, I think was the like the first Hispanic dating app or something like that. But yeah, he was already a billionaire, and then he blew the whistle on those guys and explained how Nexium was connected to the Arizona Mafia. I bet he helped put Rainier away, so good for him. I think we've had enough of this bullshit. They're going down one by one. I see it happening every day. It's just such a big thing that I don't think they can get them all at once. So for the people that are here that are targeted individuals that experience organized stalking and harassment, what has it been like lately as far as the auto mobbing and the street theater, the gang stalkers following you into stores, the direct conversation, all of it that you get, the tech weapons that they attack you with, compared to the worst period in your life that was taking place? How is it now? I would say mine's down by 80%. Yeah. Good 75 to 85%. I mean, they're still doing it, but they've really laid off. Except for some of the tech stuff that's been pretty messed up lately, but I don't talk about that too much. A lot of weird dreams, feeling like I slept for 10 minutes after I slept for 12 hours, that kind of stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna back in and check you guys' messages. Oh, here's some positive news. There's a young cop, 25-year-old cop from Dunwoody, Georgia. And that little badass was like, you know what, the thin blue line is bullshit. That just turns the police into mafia. So his police chief tried to make a deal with somebody that had been arrested. Said, if you have sex with me, I'll make sure that you don't go to jail, or that your son doesn't go to jail, or whoever it was. And the young 25-year-old officer was like, "Nah, chief, if we're out here policing the streets and we're throwing people in jail for doing the exact same thing that you're doing, you're not getting away with it." And he blew the whistle big time. Him and like 12 other officers that worked at that department blew the whistle. Well, the chief, and of course they targeted that kid. He got fired. They went back in his history and looked for a bunch of arbitrary shit. Said he had like an unsafe driving situation or something like that, and he's fired. But he's got a TikTok channel now, and that's pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna read through some of these comments. I could freelance putting up Christmas lights. If anything, everyone is trying to be YouTube famous, putting their life. Putting their life on film. We are all putting our lives out there. Truman shows all around. Yeah. Got our individual Truman shows, and then the mass Truman show that they're pulling on everyone, and everything's situational, and it's done at different levels. So I'm not trying to get YouTube famous or TikTok famous. I'm trying to shine the light on these bastards that have done this and fight back and document these covert attacks. And I will get through it. I will be exonerated. I will be indemnified. And I'm going to get off whatever list that I've been put on. And I'm going to enjoy my life. And I'm going to keep fighting until that happens. So I encourage you to do the same too. Jules T.I. is still the same, no difference. Sorry to hear that. Tanya Bauer, it's been hell on earth. Jeez, man, that's not good news. Brian Glaze said you left Cali. Phil Polsto. Yeah, our friend Amanda left Cali too. She came out here to Arizona for like a month, and then she went back to California, and it was really, really bad still. So she left. I guess I could say where she went, because she posted about it on Twitter. She's in Montana right now. She says it's still going on there, but it's much better than in California. Which makes sense. It's just a less dense population. AZ here says, Mike, I'm still getting color harassment, noise campaigning, street theater, etc. No VTK. Okay. Well, that's still a pain in the ass, but it's so you've has it decreased though? Has the amount decreased? Because I know when this started with me, it was ridiculous the amount of people that were doing it, and they seem to have thinned out. It's like they all got called to the Antifa riots or something. Roy Rodriguez. Okay, I'd have to look into this one. How you doing, Roy? He says, hey guys, the new iPhone 12 can actually capture the nanotechnology. The criminal element, i.e. gangs, cartels, etc., have been subjecting citizens to with nanotechnology via cell phone signals and net. I don't know if I immediately believe that, but if that's, I mean, there's some amazing technology out there. That'd be pretty awesome if that's true. Have you tested that out? They show up always at location. Mine's the same. Weapons have decreased. They got used to us and learn we're innocent. Yeah, some of these people that do this for pay, I don't think they could give a shit less if we're innocent or not. I think they're going to just do what they're told. and make sure they get their gift cards or whatever the thing is that, you know, they less punishment on their sentence or whatever the thing is that they get rewarded for. I don't think they really care. But yeah, some of them might. Some of them that thought that they were doing this whole thing to serve their country and be a patriot and all that, and then they learn a little bit more about it, and then like, I didn't realize I was part of the communist East German Stasi here in the United States. Plastic Facer says your neighbor's landlord running a noise campaign and you're getting evicted in December after your roommate cousin committed suicide. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like a messed up situation. Your roommate's cousin. Did they do it at the house? Just answered the question about Amanda. I don't ever put anybody in line. Said Jules says, how do you put perps in line at the stores everywhere you go? Too much harassment, can't handle it. I don't put anybody in line. I just learn to navigate through it and to respond or not respond at the right time. Start conversations with people to try to red pill them a little bit. Try to get them to understand what they're doing. Try to have as normal of a conversation as possible. To let them know I'm just a normal guy, and somebody asked, am I allowed to use medical cannabis legally while on probation? I'm not sure. I quit before I even went on probation. I haven't used cannabis for almost 2 years. So, don't have a card, don't use it. Figured it's not worth the possible hassle. Any new cooking tips for Thanksgiving? I'm not the greatest chef. I might make a turkey. I don't know. We'll see if I can. I don't know if I can afford a turkey. Well, you have to buy groceries anyway, and actually buying a turkey, how long it lasts is actually kind of cost effective. So yeah, maybe I'll make a turkey. I think I've already made that video though. I don't know. I'd be making a video about a YouTube video that I watched on how to make a turkey though. So that Gordon Ramsay made. So maybe I just want to watch Gordon Ramsay's video on how to make a Christmas turkey. It's a pretty damn good one. Non-stop harassment. Every city staged for me, no matter where. Well, this is a federal thing. It's a global thing. So no matter where you go, fusion centers are notified, and the local group or whoever's in town that day is going to do their thing. You know, there's 78 fusion centers, and there's 79 chapters for Infraguard. I mean, that's kind of a coincidence. Tanya Bauer. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm sorry that you're still going through that. I don't know. Man, I don't know what to tell you. Toxic Avenger says this is BS, list or no list. Very true. Regardless of what or how they do this, it's I mean, yeah, it's human rights violation. I think I'm gonna go in here. Let me answer a couple more of these questions. And wow, there's 60 here. Oh, True Kism says my documentary called The Real Virus. Let's get it mainstream. Is it here on YouTube? Where can we view it? I'll watch it. Is it about the media? Let's see. Ooh, I need to make some food. Yeah, I think I might check out. I need to make some dinner. You guys got me talking about turkey, now I'm all hungry. I want to hear more about this documentary called The Real Virus. Roy Rodriguez says, yes, you can capture the nanotechnology with the, is that LIRAD? LIRAD technology, LIRAD. Interesting. AZ here asks if I was gang stalked in jail. I was only there one night. There were definitely some bad actors in there, though. There was some people telling me some crazy stories. There was a guy acting like he was hearing voices, and then there was another guy playing along with him. There was another guy trying to talk me into like saying some weird stuff, and I just finally told him, I was like, yeah, man, I don't think I need to be talking to you anymore. They had a dude with big swastika tattoos, and his name was Mike, and he was wearing an army shirt. Yeah, it was weird the one night that I was in there. Well, I went to the local jail here, the small little Avondale jail, and then I went to the main one downtown. Yeah, in both places. Yeah, the one here in Avondale, they had a couple MS-13 guys in there with me, saying weird stuff. So, yeah. Got to meet 2 MS-13 members. They were perplexed that I wasn't like in fear or all sketched out. I was just like, oh God, here we go again. Nothing surprises me anymore at all. I was driving down the street with Andrea. We were talking about something, and she said something like, well, that's surprising. And I was like, if there was a giraffe walking down the street on fire, I wouldn't even look twice. I'd just be like, oh, there's a giraffe walking down the street on fire. Welcome to another day in the a false reality Truman Show. Clone this in. Okay. Okay, everybody, I need to check out here. I just wanted to say hi to everybody, tell you about the new TikTok channel, tell you about Act 57. Look that up. Do a little research for you researchers. Look up that Act 57, ACT